Stanford reporting from Whiteshore Cockles. This is like a concentration camp. The mort bins. This is where dead salmon come to be dumped in the sand dunes. Dead salmon waiting to be dumped. You can see the blood coming out here. Oh my god. So we can't get into these lids, but this is where the dead bodies are buried. Some of these chemicals used to break down the bodies of the dead salmon. Lifting the lid on disease-ridden salmon farming in Scotland. This is Whiteshore Cockles, where they dispose of millions of dead salmon each year. So this is disgusting. There's totes full of these, and then they get taken to the sand dunes here, the sand, and buried in seaweed. You may have seen shocking footage from Corin Smith from the BBC One show. Joe Crowley did a report on this company, Whiteshore Cockles. Kate Forbes has visited this factory, but this is the sordid side of Scottish salmon, the disease-ridden nature of salmon farming that the industry don't want you to see. It carries all sorts of diseases like amoebic gill disease, anemia, cardiomyopathy syndrome, spine deformities, chlamydia, pancreas disease. So this is just totes full of dead salmon, and they're dumped. And Ewan Kennedy did some excellent work showing how the disposal of Scottish salmon wasn't done properly by the EU law. So they effectively bent the law to accommodate this site and another site in Shetland. They're supposed to be installing a burning unit or some sort of ensilage or some other way to deal with the mortality. Beginning to smell. Eric Cantona, Manchester United and France famously said, "Follow the seagulls." I don't think he meant to find the morts for farm salmon, but Corin Smith taking shocking footage of carcasses of rotting salmon. So they'll be buried on this beach, deep. So this is all dead salmon. So seagulls. This is Don Staniford. It's May 2021. We're in North Uist, lifting the lid on Maui Salmon, the Scottish Salmon Company, Loch Dewar and other companies operating in Scotland.
As we previously reported on the One Show, last year over 25,000 tonnes of salmon died on Scottish farms, much of it transported long distances by truck to be incinerated. But some of the recent dead salmon from Loch Rogue didn't follow that route. After filming on the farm, Corin followed a lorry from the loch to a remote location in North Uist. He was surprised to find dead fish being disposed of at an open landfill site. His footage shows that many more farmed fish have died in this part of Scotland this summer.
I was amazed. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of salmon, dead salmon, being disposed of in the pit.
The fish were covered with seaweed and sand soon afterwards, and the owner told us netting was normally in place. However, he wouldn't say how many fish had been sent to the site or how long it had taken for this amount of dead salmon to accumulate. Burying fish is outlawed on environmental grounds, but a temporary exemption was made for this site 2 years ago because of the long journey times to mainland disposal sites.
It's a local solution for a local problem. So we take the dead fish in, the mortalities in, and we dispose of them in the sand pits.
I'm not going to continue burial for much longer because I've got a new state-of-the-art unit coming in that will take all the oil out of the fish, make a bio-oil, and then dry the rest of the fish down and turn it into a chip for biomass burners.